We are kind of excited because this is the first time that we're trying a remote recording session.
Absolutely.
So hi from Zurich.
Hi from Lucerne. I'm Emily, and my co-host here, is all the way. I was going to say everyone's Erin Bird.
Hi. We have been traveling. We've been busy away, and some more than others.
Yes. I mean, how long did you stay in Zurich for the last month or 2 weeks? How many days?
I think I've been in Lucerne, or I've been in Zurich less than 2 weeks in the last month.
Month or 2
less
months?
than 2 weeks in the month. Yeah. So I was in the US for a little over a week.
Well, and you just got back.
Yeah, I got back Monday morning.
Fantastic. Today's Wednesday.
And previously I had been down in Tuscany and Padua.
Fantastic.
For a week, which was amazing.
Yes.
And it's been planes, trains, automobiles, all kinds of crazy people on the road. Like summer is on.
So you traveled to Tuscany by car or train?
I drove, which was nice. I mean, it was fun. So I went down with, there was, I think, almost 20 of us, and including littles, staying for a friend's birthday in Tuscany, which was really nice. So it was like convoy city. It was like everybody had left. I think it was the holiday. It was like the bridge holiday.
It was a bridge holiday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they all left like on trains. Some people were flying. Some people had their kids in the car. So the chat was just crazy that morning to see the race of how everybody was getting on with getting through the Gotthard. And
the Gotthard 2 hours later.
Yeah, like what's the lesser of any of the evils? And then unfortunately for me, I had a meeting on the Friday morning, so I wasn't able to go down until later in the day. But it was fine, and it worked out because I was able to blow right through. All the traffic was finished.
Fantastic.
So there is something to be said about trying to be the early bird, but it's not working out that well anymore.
No, it's not.
People are leaving at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's still style for 2 or 3 hours.
I know. I mean, take the last time me and our friend Carrie-Anne mentioned in this podcast before. We were driving to Cinque Terre, and we took a night in just outside Milan, on the motorway to beat the traffic. So we got her out of the way. But fuck me. Damn it. We forgot that all the Italianos also want to go to the coast. So all the way to Genoa.
Back up.
4 hours. 4 hours. We should have taken us 2 hours. Took 6.
Oh, that's so shit.
And we thought we were like, ooh, we're saving. We're going to be there sipping Prosecco by noon.
I mean, it's also, I don't understand why they feel that they need to do the construction in the high seasons.
It's the best time because it's also 35 degrees outside.
It's 35 degrees. People are dragging ass. It's so freaking hot, and, inconveniences everywhere.
Yes.
But, I mean, fortunately, the travel gods were on my side. So but like you, we have friends that were also like, we were expecting that it was going to take 8 hours, and they would drive for 2 days, 8 hours.
I'm like, can you imagine having kids in the car as well? I would literally shoot myself.
Yeah. They were like, can we get an update of other people that, like, how's everybody getting down? And I was just like, quiet car. Like, my music's on. Nobody needs to puke. Or
nobody's next to me or pee or whatever.
It's totally fine. So, I had the same idea. So I drove just past the Gotthard in the evening on Friday.
Yeah.
And then I stayed at a little motorway hotel. And then I got up in the morning. I stayed at, there's like a driving range, like a golf course hotel. Oh. So I went to the driving range in the morning, got in some steps. And then I was also prepared that it was going to be a potentially hazardous day.
Of course.
And it was fine. I was there in 4 hours. I was like easy peasy.
Nice.
So timing is everything. I mean, yeah, if you can be flexible, then it's good. But the idea of these early morning rising, trying to beat the traffic shit, I'm over it. I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. We did it I don't know if we went. Sorry, I'm trying to think which holiday we went for, but never mind. But we were also driving down to Cinque Terre, me and Eduardo, and we left seriously 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It was fantastic. But it maybe wasn't a major holiday. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Because we could just cruise. Yeah. But then again, maybe it was because we needed to work. It's hit or miss.
But I mean, with these long weekends, it could be, like it could be the Wednesday night. People are like, okay, we're going to leave on Wednesday night after work and we're going to go.
Exactly.
Or then Thursday morning, we're going to beat it. And then it's traffic because everybody and their mother has to do it because they still need to pack on Wednesday night. And then Thursday day, it's like, okay, well, maybe we go there's just no way of knowing, right?
So should we talk about the craziness on the Italian highways? Because you have someone is like literally up your ass blinking and you're like, I can't fucking move because there are cars like in front of me, to the side, of course.
So this was really crazy. Like getting down there was fine. Coming back was an adventure.
I mean, they go zigzagging. It's so scary. Or am I just scared?
No, I mean, I didn't have any problem with crazy zigzaggers, and I tend to drive like
the crazy
Mario Kart when I'm down there. Anyway, I just get into the flow, and I'm
fair enough, but not in 200 kilometers an hour.
Oh, it's time to slow down. Totally fine. Just let them dictate and go with the flow. But I did. So there was one thing though that was really bizarre, and that was when you get to the tolls, there are 4 kind of like placard signs that says like, okay, these are for the express, this is for cash, these are for cards.
Yes.
But then as you pull up, there's
several.
There's at least like 10 bays that you can pull into.
Absolutely.
So I see that there's like a 7-minute stau, and I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is going on up there? So what they were doing was they were formulating a line in one lane for each of the things instead of going into the other green. I don't know. So then I was like, well, fuck this. Like, I'm not going to sit in line. Like, they're open. They're green. I can just continue on.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. Instead of like filing in like throughout the whole thing, it's just like they get into these one lanes, and as they get closer, then they move over. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So then I finally get up a little bit further, and I'm about 4 cars away from being able to pay. And the car next to me starts smoking. Ugh. I'm like, holy shit. The driver gets out of the car, opens up the thing. I think that a gasket had blown or something, because suddenly like something pops up from under the hood. Everything is like exploding. I was like, oh my God. So all the other guys get out of the car. I'm trying to like go up a little bit, but also pay attention to what's going on. Like, is that car on fire? Do I need to alert somebody?
or exit myself?
Or just get the hell out of here as slowly as possible. So then I see that they're kind of situated and there aren't any flames. So, and I'm going ahead. And then the car in front of me is a German guy. And then the person in front of him had an Italian driver.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like looking out. I'm like, what the hell is taking so long? Yeah, like, what is she
doing? Click on get your ticket or pay for your ticket, right? That's the 2 options.
This is what was insane to me, was that we've been sitting in line for 15, 20 minutes. And then you get to the front of the line, and that's when you start looking for your ticket and your wallet.
Nice.
Smart. Who are these people? I mean, I could only imagine what the conversation was in the German car in front of me. I was like, same guy, like same.
Whatever you're saying, I'm saying.
Same. Because I see her like scrambling, like looking for her ticket.
I don't
And I was
get
like,
it.
what the hell have you been doing? What have you been doing? So yeah, then she goes through and then the German guy goes through like organized, straight out, I'm straight out. And then finally it was just like open road.
Okay, can we talk about that? Because it's the same going to the supermarket. No?
How do you mean?
In the same of you're ready to pay. You're in the line, you know that you put your, if you don't go to self-checkout, you put your groceries on the band.
Yeah.
What is the next step?
You take out your wallet.
Exactly. But you have those motherfuckers to stand there and look. Well, like 103 francs, please. It's like, oh, now I have to pay. Now I'm going to look for the wallet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it.
No, they're just missing a link somewhere I think
it's impressive.
Logistics supply chain.
Oh my God, they don't have it. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be able to live with someone like that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I understand like sometimes it's like, okay, you're a little bit distracted, but just think about the people behind you. It's really just be ready. It's not difficult.
Nah.
Put yourself on the belt. Somebody can organize it, or you pack up your shit and then you pay. Like you don't just stand there like no.
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 Okay.
But yeah, so that was Italy, and then but that was the next crazy part. So then I get into Switzerland. So now I'm driving through, I'm cruising.
Yep.
No line at the Gotthard. Amazing. Like nothing. It was just straight through. And I'm in Ticino, and I'm just driving along, and there's a car next to me, and you know how when you're driving you just kind of like look over, and you don't really mind the people that are driving next to you, but you just what's up, buddy?
And I was like, okay,
have a good ride. But I could see in the truck that their conversation is getting really intense.
Oh.
And I'm like, ooh. So I'm just kind of like driving along. He's catching up, and we're just kind of whatever. And then I go ahead, and suddenly I look back in my rearview mirror, and I'm like, what the fuck? She is taking his stuff.
No.
She's in the passenger seat. She is taking his stuff and chucking it out the window. I'm like, no way. I see like a towel.
Stop
and
it.
then I see a shoe.
What was the country code on the car?
I think I want to say it was Swiss. I want to say it was Italian.
Yeah. But okay, for now. Maybe from Ticino.
So one of our friends, Mr. P.
Yeah.
We were chatting, and he's like, oh, I bet they're from Ticino. I mean, no offense to anybody listening from Ticino, but
no, we love the fiery.
It's fiery down there. You got that spice, right?
You can't see a Swiss German, speaker doing that.
Who the hell knows? Like she may not even have been a Swiss gal, but whatever was in the car. So it's going down. Now I'm like trying to slow down, but keep up with the flow of traffic. But then the whole bag gets
oh my God.
And I like a duffel bag, and shit is just like on the highway. There wasn't anybody behind them.
I was like,
so
that's
that was
so
good.
Scary. Yeah.
But I'm just like, oh my God, what just went down in that car? Is she the crazy one, or was he an asshole? What happened? We'll never know. It drove me. It was
100% he was an asshole.
I mean, it had to have been really, really bad for her to be so furious. So because I am a crazy person, I had to poll people and be like, I'm on the road. This just happened. What is the hypothetical? And actually, if any of our listeners, if anybody has ideas of what could have gone down, then please send it to us, because I'm here for the hypothetical.
Yes, please send it on Instagram at Yay or Yuck.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, then I was thinking, okay, maybe. I mean, did he let her out on the side of the road? Did he take her off to the next exit? How do you recover from? I mean, you don't recover from this. If somebody is taking your shit and throwing it out the window, either they've gone completely off the deep end,
maybe she was looking for her, like, makeup or best brush, and she was like, "It's not here
On the road?
on the road," and just was a
Let me
crazy
just
person.
take out the contents of my bag. I'll just repack it.
I don't care about this shit. Maybe they went like she got another one's bag from the airport.
I mean, there's.
I don't know.
I mean, one of my friends was like, maybe he forgot her birthday, or maybe he didn't realize it was her anniversary, and she was pissed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that was a pretty unexpected part of a otherwise beautiful trip home.
I bet. Okay, so how was the airport going to the US? How was the flight and everything? Was it busy, considering everything going on over there?
Yeah, up until the night before, I was still not packed and wasn't sure how I felt about going to the US because of the state that things have been in. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to drink that Kool-Aid. Nobody's ever scared me from going to the US before. I'm going. Mm-hmm. So, it was fine getting in. And then what was shocking was more that the lines, I mean, again, lucky with the timing, like getting through customs was really easy, but also the foreigners line was like non-existent. Like the non-US line was also really, really
there's no people who wants to go there anymore.
Nobody. So then I get through, and then once you get into JFK, you have to go and take the SkyTram to get into the metro to get into the city. And like it's a Sky Bus, which goes around all the terminals for the parking and all this stuff. Okay. So when you go up the escalator to the top, you can see the security line for people waiting to board. Yeah. And that was packed.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's usually like JFK is already like a little bit crazy. It's at least an hour wait line, but I've never seen anything like it. Like everybody was looking to get the hell out of there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, then I do know that you had a fabulous next leg within.
Yeah, so this is the planes, trains, and automobiles. So my parents are in the northern part of the U.S., so it's really not convenient to get there. I mean, with a car, it still takes 6 hours. Jesus. But now Amtrak is also running.
Fantastic.
You know, the good old American railroad system, and but unfortunately, it only runs once a day, one way in, one way out. So I would have missed that. And so I was like, all right, you know what? It's not ideal, but let's take the bus.
Let's take the Greyhound.
Let's take the Greyhound bus and go back in time. So I did that, and it was really cheap, which is no surprise. But it wasn't terrible. I think because people aren't really used to traveling that way anymore, so it wasn't packed.
Yeah, fair enough. But you sent me a video that was super scary.
Yeah. So in my route, I had to change bus lines in Albany. And this was the video that I sent. So
I mean,
we'll post it. We'll post it here because it was. I mean, I almost want to tag the mayor of Albany, but I was seriously. It was so scary. It was so desolate. There was trash everywhere. I mean, thank God I got there in the middle of the day, because I think that if I had shown up there at night and not have known this environment at all, I would have been like, oh my God, I'm going to get murdered. Yeah. In this place. It was so eerie. And, you know, the people that were in there were just, it was really, I didn't feel unsafe, but I think it was only because I was there during the day. Like if I was there at night, I think I would have had to have my guard up a little bit more. So that was really crazy. But I had an hour and 20 minutes or something to kill. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave. I can't stay here. Like I'm not going to sit in this disgusting dump of a bus station. I mean, there were no seats, vending machine that had stuff in there since probably God knows when, like didn't want to touch anything. Like it was awful. So we went for a walk, and then, I went 200 meters around the corner, and the city of Albany was actually beautiful.
Oh, nice.
All these really nice, stone and marble buildings, like beautiful architecture.
Oh, wow.
It was nice. So then I went in for coffee, and I was talking to one of the owners, and I said, respectfully, what the hell is going on with your bus station? He's like, I know it's pretty bad, isn't it? I was like,
what? Yeah.
Who's in control? Who's running the show here?
Yeah.
That is you want people to, it wasn't great. And he said that the mayor is leaving. There's a new mayor coming in. They want to move the bus station. And I said, I vote for that.
You got my vote.
You got my vote.
Okay. So
then,
the Greyhound experience from a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 highest. What does it get?
I think, I would rank it. I'd probably rank it like a 6 or 7. It was fine.
Okay.
And the reason that it lost points was because it only runs once or twice a day. We had to wait for 35. The Amtrak train was running late.
Oh my God.
So the bus waited for the tram track.
You're like, excuse me, I wanted to be on that one, but I'm actually on this one due to timing.
Yeah. And so coming from Switzerland, you're just like a half an hour late. I don't think so. But he didn't make an announcement either. If I didn't ask, people were just fine to sit there.
They knew what was coming.
I'm like, excuse me. According to the schedule, we are already 15, 20 minutes behind. When are we going?
Karen.
Yeah. I was polite about it. I was like, I just need to let my ride know. And, if you're not going to make an announcement, I'm sure other people have other modes of transportation either.
If you're not going to make an announcement. No, I'm not.
I'll just ask. Do you need me to drive?
do you want me to kick this off? Don't mind if I do.
Yep. So that's been my summer so far. And then flying out, I will say, if anybody is going over to New York, they've just opened and redone Newark, New Jersey airport. Okay.
Yeah, Newark, yeah.
And it's so nice. And the lines to get into the city are really, really good. So it's nice to have more than just JFK as an option.
Fantastic.
So that's really nice. And I know that airline tickets are cheap as chips right now because nobody wants to go there.
No one wants to go.
Nobody wants to be in the U.S. right now. But if you are going, then that's a nice little tip that I had never experienced before. So that was good. But yeah, now back in Switzerland, and
Fantastic.
It's hot as Haiti. It's hot as Haiti here, and
I can tell you this: in my beloved penthouse, it is 29.7 degrees as we speak, and it's that during night as well.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here sweating. If I could sweat, I can't. But if I could,
your penthouse, you're fine. You're fine.
And and you know that we do have 2 air conditioners upstairs. Mm-hmm.
Do you just?
So
are you doing as the Italians do and keeping the blinds down during the day?
No, I can't live like that.
Well, that's the coolant.
I know, but I can't. Why would I live here if I cannot have this view?
Okay, fine. But at the hottest points during the day?
Well, Eduardo sits up there and working. I'm sitting down.
You're just roasting your boyfriend up there. Yeah. Just being like,
he's sitting with the fan.
Let me know when it's cool enough and I'll come upstairs.
He wanted to come down now. I'm like, I'm podcast. I'm recording a podcast. There's no way.
Sorry, we're busy.
Sorry.
You can't be in the cool part of the house. You have to roast.
And he sits with a long sleeve shirt as well.
Ugh.
It's like I'm still sweating looking at you. The way I say about it, this is so light. That's why.
Oh my gosh. So have you guys done any big road trips with the kids, or have you had any? summer adventures yet?
So, what did we do? This year we haven't with the kids.
Okay.
Or have I? No, I mean, we were talking about having my kids or our kids versus my upbringing with travel. I mean, just 2024.
Mm-hmm.
They, we went to Italy with them for Easter. Before that, they have ski classes. Just put that out of the table. They go to Sweden, they go to England. Then we went to Greece, and then we went somewhere else, and then we went to Austria. And then we went also to Sardinia. I mean, it's like, no.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, take a break. But you guys also don't have a car. So
no,
you're always taking, and how...
So
how is it traveling? I mean, now they're getting bigger and they're a little bit more self-sufficient, obviously. They're carrying their own bags and shit. So that's easy. But I mean, has it come up? Have you guys thought about ever getting a car and like road tripping?
Well, no. When we do rent a car. That sentence didn't make sense, and I have a mobility car as well. So I have that Abo, which is a sharing kind of abonnement, right? So whenever we need a car, I take that. Like usually when we have football every Sunday, if it's not in Lucerne, I take the car and we go to Litau or whatever we need to play, right?
Right.
And sometimes we rent the car to go to Austria or down to Italy. But with the kids, no. They're not.
With the kids, no.
No.
You just put them on a plane.
We put them on the plane or a train.
Yeah, just get there.
And they were actually camping in Ticino last weekend, when me and Eduardo was up in Flames. Mm-hmm. So I love that they have the camping with their dad. Because I don't like camping. So
no.
So they did the whole, sleeping in a tent experience. Yeah. Perfect. You guys do that because it's important. I like that. I want them to have that too. And I got playtime as an adult, which was nice. So, but otherwise, no, we go into Sweden in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah, it is true. You guys had a really busy year last year, but I think it's good. I mean,
we going to Austria on Friday.
Oh, excuse me.
With the kids. Anyway.
But that's neighborly and seeing family. So that's kind of...
Absolutely. It's 2.5 hours on the train. It's 1.5 driving. It's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, so now that my kind of spring adventures have come and gone, this is the first summer probably in 5 years that I'm going to be in Switzerland the whole summer.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like I've always...
But Switzerland is the best in the summer. Come on.
I know. I'm excited. Like it's a little bit strange for me not to have anything. I mean, we're going obviously to Sweden.
Yeah.
So that's on the docket, but I have nothing else booked, which is
good for you.
I'm trying to practice.
You're like, wow.
If I start to get the itch.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fun to be in Switzerland. Like I want to do some nice hikes this summer. If anybody has recommendations on nice hikes or wild camping places, I'd be up for that.
Send them to Erin. Send them to Jay or Yuck. We can also post them for anyone who's interested to have that information too. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a fun summer. I mean, it's starting out really well, isn't it? Like it's so nice. After we wrap up, I'm gonna go jump in the river.
You should. And I think we are approaching a 30 minutes podcast here. So
wow, great. Well, with that, why don't we sign off and happy summer and safe travels for anybody who is traveling.
the travel episode.
Don't lose your cool and try not to throw anybody's shit out your car because it is a hazard.
It is a hazard. I'm just going to... so annoying. I'm booking car... Hertz, whatever you say. Hertz, Sweden. I'm a little bit annoyed with you guys because... I booked my car for, 3 weeks in Sweden, long time ago, and I needed to a specific airport, which they don't have an office in. So they're going to deliver the car, which was the whole booking kind of on email, thank God. now they send me, I don't know if it's a generated, like auto-generated email, like, hey, you can pick up your car in Härnösand. And I'm like, no. No.
And this had already been prearranged.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, as per my booking, please, I'm sure you guys need to have an archive with all my emails.
Sure.
Otherwise, let me know. And
have you tried
provide
calling
you to
customer service and like...
I did, but then I emailed them instead. It's just like, yeah, would you mind changing? Because we don't have an office at that airport. I'm like, no, Jenny, I do mind.
Does it have to be Hertz?
It does. Well, no, it doesn't. But that was the best price because it's severely expensive anyway.
Oh shit! Well, keep us posted with this because
I mean it's fine. It's fine and not fine. Let's put it that way. Because I planned it so long ago that I'm like, it's done and dusted, and now I do fly there so I can have the car directly. Otherwise, I could take a train to another location. No. Anyway.
Have you, sorry, there's, this was.
There was side note, Hertz, get your act together.
Hertz, okay. Well, we'll put Hertz on blast until they rectify the situation and then.
Yeah. I mean, I hope maybe they have already. I need to check my email. And then, sorry if I said anything wrong.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how we can put them on blast. Just kidding.
Yes.
Yay.
Jenny, you're the best.
Okay, safe travels and more episodes to come.
Yes, this is fun.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to be back in the studio together. But thanks for the remote chat.
Yoo-hoo.
Ciao, everyone.